to call ourselves domestic disturbance, but that
Hey,
didn't
listen,
happen.
I was thinking about Ashland real quick.
You remember that made the final cut. We were going to be Ashland, and then you and Eric got into that big scuffle over that.
And it was all over, and we thought it was over a parking spot.
Right, right. Yeah,
But it's okay. It's okay.
yeah.
Got
But
all.
here we are back for another episode. I don't know
Oh,
what episode this is, but if you bet the under, you lost because I'm pretty sure they thought we'd get three. Here we
I
are. We're humming along. We probably would have got pulled off the air this week if Tony and Sally weren't on vacation, but we probably got an extra week, to keep ourselves going, because I think they're in witness protection.
well, that or I bribed them to go someplace.
Yeah, 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 exactly. So, hey, Bose, exciting news before we get started, buddy.
Oh boy, I can't wait for this. What is it?
Okay.
Oh my God, that's a sexy mug.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait, but yet there's more.
But there's more. Dose.
Wow, it comes in
Oh,
black and red.
black and red. And, here we are. Let me see if I can share us. Are we shared?
I'm sharing a little bit as we talk, but
So anyway,
everybody,
teespring.com. It's okay to start your Christmas shopping now because if you go down to the browse line and you type in no rhyme, no reason, and if you type like
yes.
me, that'll take you about 4 minutes to put in no rhyme, no reason.
But if you
But
type like me,
but you got to see the stuff that crops up from from the site. So it's great. We get we got mugs, we got shirts, we got beach towels. Why anybody would want that beach towel? That no rhyme, no reason beach towel. But hey, who am I to judge? So we got teespring.com. Down in
yes,
the browse, type in no rhyme, no reason. Or should you choose to support other shows on govsradio.com, which you should, you could go down and put in Govs Radio, and it'll come up with stuff for Chef Felix, Three's Company, who else? Domestic Disturbance, Three's Company, Pazuzu,
Ashland.
Ashland. We'll get to them in a minute.
Oh, okay, okay.
Knock 'em Dead Comedy. Although they're on vacation, they're still with us in our hearts, so we don't want to forget them. And Steve Show, Steve and Steve, Steve, Emily and Steve, Steve Squared and Emily, call them whatever you want. Jen
Lit,
and
lit,
Marla's Ageless
Age of Lament.
Adventure. I don't know if they have stuff yet, but by the way, you should listen to that show. Tuesdays daytime. They're really funny, and they could use they could use you to give them a little shit on the internet. They love that, and they're hilarious, and you should
Yes.
watch them. So Jeff, before we get rolling,
Wait, did we mention limotalk.com?
well, those were my two things we were getting to.
Oh,
One
okay,
was
okay,
limo
okay.
talk
I
with
get
the
way ahead of. I get way ahead.
with probably the internet's second greatest treasure behind Jeff Bosey, Anthony Grazadeh. You know what it is? When you do a show with Bobby and Richie, you get sort of drowned out. So let's be honest. Graz is probably the fourth biggest talent on his own show. So it happens. But Limo Talk with the Graz, you definitely want to go check him out. Thursday nights. What is that, 9? I like to say 9, somewhere between 9 and 10, 9:15, 9:30.
Yeah, it goes on till about 11:30,
Graz
1
doesn't
a.m.
punch the clock at all. But check him out. He's a good buddy, and the show's great, and you'll have a lot of laughs. Now, I don't want to forget because I always forget two people.
Yes,
Tom Galati with his Comedians in Cars every other
yes,
Saturday, I believe. I don't want to forget Chef Felix with what is it, Long Island Eats and COVID Iron Chef. Uh, give me a time, give me a day, give me a whatever. Thursday day, is it something, or Friday
Oh,
day?
he's whenever he pops up and
He's
he's
all
cooking
over.
food just for himself and no one else. What a selfish prick.
Right. Pazuzu Saturdays evenings with Benny Rizzuti and the legendary Don Sill. And when Knock 'em Dead Comedy is not on, which for some reason is all this week, but normally
Yes,
they're not on Wednesdays. They do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And Sally and Tony are the best. We love them. But on Wednesdays, the best,
yes.
the best. Jeff, Take it from here, buddy.
Listen, every Wednesday between 11 and 12:15, because they give you that little bit of extra at the end of their show. That's a great show, by the way, that you're pointing out. You get to catch Eric Shevland and also the other co-host, a magnificent woman located
Is she
somewhere
really
in
the
Long
other?
Island.
Why would you call her the other? I mean, isn't she the
Well,
co-host?
I'm not finished describing.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I mean, listen, uh, the other co-host, the amazing, the talented, well vocalized, multiversed, well politicized in the art of almost everything, Danielle Asher on Ashland. Everybody, you got to catch them every Wednesday. Every
Still-
Wednesday, they're just
I still believe that they flipped the coin, and it was going to be either Landash or Ashland, and Danielle won. I'm sticking to it because that's what I think happened. So, hey, Bose, we got a lot of
Yes.
we got a lot of fun topics to discuss today. But before we get going, two quick blurbs because I thought these were both they made me laugh. So I'm going to tell you.
Good.
I don't know if you saw this, but check this out. In Las Vegas, some dude with a mask, and I believe it was a medical mask, not like a ski mask, like a regular,
Right.
a medical, socially responsible COVID mask,
Okay.
walked into a place called the Deja Vu Love, not DJ Love, but Deja Vu Love, right? The Deja
Bugging
Vu,
with the mail.
right? The Deja Vu Love Boutique in Vegas.
Okay.
But that's not the problem that he walked in with the mask. It's that he nonchalantly walked over and picked up this thing referred to in their buyer's guide called Moby.
Oh,
Moby.
okay.
And
Dildo?
it's not just a dildo. It's a 3-foot, 40-pound, $1,250 dildo. Threw it on his
What?
shoulder. Wait, threw it on his shoulder on surveillance video and strolled out the door like he was stealing a pack of gum. By the way, the funniest part of the whole story was that if he's caught, and they don't know if they actually don't have the guy yet. They said that he will face severe charges due to the penal code.
Ha 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 ha! That's such horrible.
I'm gonna let
wordplay.
myself out now. I'll be.
Yeah, don't like I said. If you do that this Thursday, I'm throwing my entire Jack and Coke on you.
Whoa, that's my. Don't give away my set, buddy.
All right.
Okay, number two. Wait, number two. Before we get to the Bozy rant, dude, you have to do this
Go ahead.
for $199. You ready for this?
Okay, I got
Ice-
some pocket change.
Iceland, the country. I know you're thinking the town, but no, it's a country. Iceland, the country, is marketing itself as the perfect place to let your frustrations out. They let you. You ready for this? You can record yourself screaming,
Okay.
and send it to them with your $199. I don't know if it's in Icelandic money or U.S. I don't know what the currency is in Iceland, but you'll find out. And they have this is true. They have 7 microphones strategically located around the country by like a waterfall, a canyon, whatever, where they will release your screams into the world. How many fucking idiots are paying for this?
Listen, that just marks right next to buying a fucking goddamn star in the solar in somewhere in space, and they're going to go ahead and authenticate it with your name on it and dedicate a star to you. What a big! I mean, are they hurting that much for money in Iceland? What kind of bullshit? I mean, like, listen, if I needed to release my frustrations, I wouldn't do it screaming. It would just give me about like 3.5 minutes in the bathroom with a Playboy, and I'm done. That's it. Okay, I'm lying. 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Okay, fine. Listen, I like to use that other like 2 minutes and 15 seconds to reminisce. Okay, God damn it, leave me alone. I'm a man with value.
Are you though? So, Bose, how was your
Yes.
week, buddy? Besides
I'm doing
great. Hot as shit.
Sweating my balls off every single day of the week because it's like 9 billion degrees. For some reason, I feel like everywhere I walk and touch things, it feels like, I'm on the surface of the sun.
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, what do you want? It's called that thing,
Summer.
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a hot. It was a hot week though.
But to add, since we are in summer, and of course I'm always late to the game on everything, I figured I heard this in the news, and I don't know if you've caught wind. They're gonna go ahead and release another stimulus check.
No.
Yeah, they're looking to release another stimulus check, and I'm gonna need it because I went ahead and I purchased a pool. So I'm going to need to pay that thing off a little bit quicker than what it is. I mean, although I put the order for the pool,
What kind of pool
but they
did
said
you get?
you know the one where you fill it up with water, that one.
Above, below?
Above. I'm not raising my taxes. No, thank you. I'm good. So I got myself a pool, and but here's the kicker: it won't be delivered until near the end of August. I was like, good. I'll just grab one of my skeletons and Halloween decorations. I'll jump in the fucking pool in October.
Wait, people still get above ground pools, huh?
Well, yeah, it's not like one of those damn like Intex pools. I'm sorry if I insulted anybody that has the budget for an Intex pool that you got to have in Walmart. Sorry, but I decided let me go ahead invest because I got tired of like looking at the crop circles.
What'd you get?
Every time? It's like something small,
Round,
like,
oval.
round. I got round and
Okay.
20-foot round like my ego. Okay.
Wow, 20-foot round like your belt. It's more like it. But I
I
digress.
doubt. So
So that's
yeah,
good. That's
another
cool.
round of another round of stimulus checks for everybody. But they're going to go ahead and they're going to cut that the thing where people want to sit there and live off the system, aka the new welfare, and they're going to cut it from 600.
You mean unemployment?
Yeah,
You
sure.
you do know how unemployment works, right, genius? You actually pay into it so that when you're not working, you get it.
Yeah, and the thing
okay.
is, I haven't stopped working. I keep on paying into it,
Right.
and a lot
so
of
that
people,
if you're unemployed, you will collect it.
yeah. Listen, you want to know when the next time I'm going to be employed?
Tomorrow,
When
with this attitude.
Listen, probably 6 feet under. That's when I'll be unemployed, okay? And I won't even have time to collect the goddamn Social Security because I'll be depleted down to nothing by the time I go to collect. So in which case, they're going to cut it from 600 to 200.
Well, it
Oh
hasn't been
my
approved
God.
yet.
But, well, I know because you got, the partisanships of both fucking parties don't know what the fuck they're doing. But nevertheless, hopefully that should entice people to go back to work.
You do
Maybe.
wait a minute. Listen, yeah, it will be a great thing, but you do understand that there are people who
Chili's
can't,
is hiring.
can't
Sorry,
go back to work. People can't go back to certain
No,
jobs.
yeah, listen, some people can't, but then there's a lot of people who won't. I know I have one of them on my staff. They've decided they're going to go ahead and go tour the world.
I hate when
Gotta
you
go
say
tour
I'm
the
on your.
world.
I hate when you say I'm on your staff. I like to think we're in this together. but Fine. You know what? You egomaniac. That's the way you want to be. Fine. Fine.
Well, no, listen. The thing is, they people need to start getting back to work. They start need to like pumping up the the
gonna.
economy.
They're gonna.
I mean, yeah. Win.
Let me
When
ask
are they
you.
doing?
You do understand there's I don't want to tell everybody this. I'll just lean in and look. There's a pandemic, you idiot.
Listen, yeah, there's a pandemic, but we already got people sitting there saying it's more and more each day. We got a vaccine and it's a hoax. So it's starting to wean itself
We
out.
don't have a vaccine. That's why it's not a hoax. It's just not done yet.
Well, what's not done yet? I mean, like, you want what? I'm saying, listen, I'm no one to, listen, my education level is next to none.
First thing you
But-
said correct so far. Go ahead.
But nevertheless, we've had all these world-renowned scientists and doctors. It's been how long? 7 months
5?
at least.
Really?
We knew about it.
5
we
or
knew about
6?
it. We knew about it in January. It's near the end of July.
Oh, you mean when we had 15 going down to 0? Yeah, we really went hard, full bore at it then. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, my bad.
But and then like with all these wonderful scientists and doctors, who went to go get their medical degree, we haven't gotten nothing
Facebook
yet.
University, you mean?
Well, not just those.
Yeah.
Those are the important ones. Those are the ones that count.
Oh, the ones who stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. Those. Which ones?
Well, those are the ones that you bring the black light special into.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to get at is that we haven't found or created anything yet that comes close to going ahead and.
It's
Why
okay.
not?
I hate to burst your bubble. It's
Yes.
a virus, right? You know that the AIDS virus, the HIV, has been around for over 30 years. We don't
Magic
have a,
Johnson's got a
but
pill.
they don't have a vaccine for that either. It's not the easiest thing.
Johnson's got a pill. He's
What-
doing fine.
Which Johnson?
Magic.
Does he?
Yeah.
Does he?
Well, he's still kicking around, isn't he?
I think it was a false positive. I'm not buying it.
Ha
I'm not buying it. There's not a chance. You're not. You
So,
know. Hey,
listen,
Boz,
I gotta say,
you
I
brought
gotta say
up
hi
a
to
good thing, though.
I gotta say hi to a couple of people before we get on. Hello to Kristen Florio, Danielle Asher, Carla Okerson, Bill Hansen, Taz, a residential artist,
Hey,
and
Kristen
Tim
Florio.
Mariani.
Kristen Florio posts a lot of funny stuff. We got to give her extra shout out because she does. She makes me laugh. She posts some really funny things.
Well, it's not that hard to make you laugh.
It's a good point, but can't you just throw the compliment out there without pulling it back?
That's true. You want to know? No, I've seen her stuff. She's got some funny things out there. I have to admit.
By the way, Tim Saliani said, "Welcome to traumatic brain injury crossfire." Clearly, this is a man who's never watched a episode of Domestic Disturbance sober, so he has no idea. But okay, fine, Tim, be like that, you bastard.
So what did you have to say?
You brought up something interesting because I
Right.
know it wouldn't be a week on No Rhyme, No Reason without a Chili's mention. And I know you mentioned Chili's, but
Yes.
yeah, it's getting
They're hiring.
The bar scene is getting crazy in New York. I pulled this up because I wanted you to comment on this. You ready for this, Bose?
131.
This is since last week, Friday. Ready? 45 liquor licenses have been suspended.
Yep.
644 multi-agency task force conducted compliance checks Monday night. Another 26 had observed additional violations, and the multi-agency task force, which is the police departments, I guess, a government agency, and the SLA, State Liquor Authority, they observed 132 violations over the weekend in New York City and on Long Island.
SVU.
Total pandemic-related charges for bars now, 503. Some of them were fined $35,000. Other people are still not open because their licenses were suspended. So, your thoughts? I know I asked you because I know
listen.
you go to a lot of those seedy underground bars.
Listen, this is my problem. Okay, I understand. Yes, COVID-19 is a serious thing. Okay, I agree. I'm not going to disagree. It's a serious thing. A lot of people have been lost, quite ill. Some of them have lost, brain cells. I won't name a couple of people, but I definitely know that they're going to lose some of their shit probably tonight on Domestic Disturbance. But still, nevertheless, that's not relatable. My thing is that when you go ahead and you put these laws in place on certain things where you're supposed to be, here's the thing, and I get a kick out of it. The coronavirus is a very smart virus. It's actually gotten itself down to basic human traits. You ready? The coronavirus, okay, can tell whether you're standing or sitting down. Amazing, right? It can tell whether you're sitting down or standing. So that's one human trait that the virus has gone ahead and adapted to. Now, here's the other thing that it's another human trait it's gone ahead, besides killing people. It learned on whether if you're going to just have a beverage or you're going to eat something as substantial, but the lowest grade would be a sandwich. We don't know what type of sandwich, but the lowest grade will be a sandwich. So if you go ahead and get like pretzels or beer nuts or whatever it is, screw it, you're dead. You're out of the park. Okay. Now, if you sit down with your mask, you don't have to because you're sitting down. You take it off, put it off to the side, no virus. But if you stand up, get that goddamn mask on because now one last human trait that the virus was able to take on. You ready? It actually took on the quality of knowing how to use a ruler. Okay, it can take form of measurement. Okay, so it can if you are 5 foot, okay, 5 foot 9 inches away, and that's basically taking me and laying me on the ground. I'm not saying how much width, I'm saying length. Okay, if you're like 5 foot and 9 inches away, you're screwed. You're done. Forget about it. Off to the grave with you because it's learned whether you're standing or sitting, whether you're eating or not, and how far away you are.
I have a question.
But thank God.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Did you always play sports without a helmet or?
No, I just licked the window.
Oh, okay. So listen, rock star. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, it's not the virus that knows this. It's that if you don't enforce these minimum requirements, they put 400 people into a place that's supposed to hold 150. The virus doesn't, they suggest you stay 6 feet apart because a guy like you who sweats like a hooker in church and spits when he talks is going to hit somebody, okay? 2, the reason they told you you have to get food with your drink is because they didn't want shithole pubs that pack in people to have a social distance problem, so they tried to eliminate that environment. It had nothing to do with the fact that you are not susceptible to the virus because you had a turkey club sandwich, you moron. It was to eliminate some of the locations. Are you with me? Are you with me so far?
But wait a minute. You do realize that Cuomo, this guy, actually stated that you cannot, like, not even wings. No, you have to have like a full.
Yes, because they were trying to eliminate bars that only had a couple of food items so that they didn't have to deal with crowds in there.
How do you still stop the crowd from coming?
Because if you can't drink in a place that doesn't have the food, that place will not be full. There won't be people. It won't be open. That was their intent. So I have a question for you though. No, I have an important question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay, I want to know your answer because this would. What has been more damaging to the bar and restaurant industry, specifically the bar industry? Cuomo or White Claw?
How do you come with a question like that?
I want to know.
Really?
Yes. Do you think that these seltzers are more damaging to the future of bars than any regulation coming from New York State? White Claw, Truly. I want to know.
Listen, this godforsaken pussy drink where they've made Corona seltzers, Bud seltzers, White Claw, everything is a goddamn seltzer. Listen, let that get served to the pussification and unknown gentrification of the millennials and whatever else that's going out, hanging out, and thinking that's the proper thing to be drinking. Let what's left of real old school and like caveman-like men go ahead, have our Jack and Cokes, have our Heinekens, have our Coors, have our Buds, but none of this seltzer spritzery bullshit.
Is all I'm saying. Put it in a mug.
Yeah, to hide it. Like I said, listen, if you're gonna go out in public with that, you better bring it out to the old school homeless days of carrying it around in a paper bag and pretending it's a goddamn real can of beer. Because goddamn it, that is not real goddamn liquor or any alcohol.
So you agree? You agree that the future of the bar, that if you walk into a crowded bar and all the guys were drinking White Claw, would you head for the exit?
Listen, you want to know when this started off? It started off when like asshole bars decided they were going to go ahead and bring what? A fucking goddamn Red Bull. Because you want to know what? Let's say I want to get drunk, forget about life, but I want to make sure that I'm wide awake when I get into that car accident. I mean, That's when it all started. Let's get some.
Wait,
Oh,
you think Red Bull?
now
You think Red Bull is as lame as White Claw?
no, it started off the generation of
No,
that.
no, no, no,
Because
no.
you're gonna go ahead.
It started
oh,
out
let me
with
put something
Zima.
with bubbles in my drink.
It started with Zima about 30
fuck
years
Zima.
ago.
Screw Zima. But like that's the whole thing. It got like there was like a whole little shelf for the Red Bull. Like, oh, let me go ahead and add some bubbles and some and some like whatever crap into my drink so I get some energy while
don't
I'm
like
sitting
Red
here
Bull?
drinking. No, I can't. It's like, what do I need to drink like horse piss for? Why? For what?
What?
What? Because it's tangy? Screw that shit.
You don't like
God
horse?
damn.
Now you don't like. So would you rather have a Red Bull or a White Claw?
Neither.
No, you have to pick one.
Neither.
You got to pick
Huh?
one.
Um. Jesus Christ! You can't pick one. I don't.
Truly?
I'd rather.
How about
I'd
Truly?
rather- I don't even know what that. Oh, Truly?
Yeah.
No.
All right. How about this one? You know what the new one's coming out, right? Budweiser has a new beverage coming out.
Oh, kiss my ass.
No, it's true. Bud Zero. Ready? 50 calories. No alcohol.
Wait. So it's a goddamn O'Doul's.
Is it though?
It's a goddamn O'Doul's.
Is
If
it
it has
though?
no alcohol, it's O'Doul's. It's the.
Does O'Doul's have more than 50 calories?
I don't know. I didn't check the goddamn calorie count back then. I mean, like the there's like, oh,
Look down. I
I'm
think you
drinking
should've.
beer.
I'm saying.
I mean, like, listen, you know where they used to serve O'Doul's, or that you want to know what? Maybe it's like an upgrade, and it could be in a nice, cute little shiny can. But they used to sell O'Doul's in fully nude strip clubs. Not that I don't know anything about that. I've heard it through a friend. But still, the whole point is that, you know, it's not. There's no liquor. It's not. Why do you even put it in your hand then? Just sit there. Go to your church. Go to your you know, whatever kumbaya meeting you got to go to, and then hold your Bud Zero. Fucking
Can we
God
Can we
damn
get
it.
back to the part where you don't know about totally nude strip clubs for a minute?
Oh, okay. Go ahead. What's up?
Oh no, I wanted to
Oh.
say that with a straight face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know nothing about full nude strip clubs. I'm a God-fearing man, and those things are. I wouldn't even know if there was one on Queens Boulevard or something. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, don't drink that crap and don't sit there and hold it with pride. If you have that in your hand,
Who holds
at
a
any
White
point,
Claw with pride? Does anyone?
listen.
anyone?
If you, I don't know.
Is
There's a
someone
couple of.
standing there talking about how they had I just got back from my CrossFit class. I lifted up a Volkswagen. Here's my White Claw.
Listen. You know at least two comedians out there that brags about White Claw. So
No.
don't act like you don't.
No.
Yes.
Men
Yes.
or
Yes.
women?
Well, to be men at one point, but they're too youthful still yet.
Wow.
Hello, Dana Marie McAllister, and what about wine cooler? Wine cooler. Stop with the wine cooler. Danielle Asher, you're losing points. Stop that. But anyways, if you go ahead, if you hold that drink and hold it with pride and say, hey, listen, I had an alcoholic beverage. You might as well go ahead down to the local hardware store, buy a baseball bat, shove some rusty nails into it, and cram it up your ass. Thank you, and have a great day.
On
So,
that note, Carla Okerson is telling you that herpes is a virus. Though I don't know why she would say that to you. Maybe there's a story. I don't want to get involved in it. But herpes is a virus.
I wouldn't know. I have no experience in that field. Once again, sorry. Yes, it is a virus, and it lives within the body, and it lives within everybody's body until it's time released in some sort of fashion. And it depends what it is. I see people with the mouth herpes or whatever. Or they got genital herpes, whatever the hell they got. I don't know. I don't know. I don't lick toilet seats and swallow doorknobs for a hobby. So I wouldn't know about that. I wash my hands.
Keyword for a hobby. Keywords.
Yeah, that's my professional job.
Thank you.
But, you know, like how the condescending signs say on the LIE, I've already learned how to wash my hands with soap and water, and I don't be like, let's touch my face every time something happens. I got to touch my face. So I actually read something completely hilarious in the news. I mean, I know I'm going off key here.
I guess
and
it was little words because you read it, so go ahead.
Well, yeah, no, it was completely hilarious because you want to know why? how funny is it that there was a gentleman who took his wife. He lives. He's a diving instructor over in Brooklyn. Okay, and he recently confessed to dismembering and shoving his whatever body parts of, I guess now it would be his ex-wife, in a storm drain. Okay, and I got to kick out the
Wait,
guy's
he
name
shoved her body parts into a storm drain?
into a storm drain. Yeah.
And?
And what the funny part about it is,
Oh, this
it's almost
funny.
the funny part about it is like I got to the name alone. It's right next to it. Doesn't have to be Freddy, but his name is Billy Krueger.
No.
So he went ahead, cut him up, and shoved him in the sewer. Kind of like when Freddy Krueger chopped them up
How'd they
and
catch him?
shoved him in the furnace. No, he actually he confessed. I did it. Sorry.
Who does that? Who goes through all that trouble and then confesses?
I don't know. Maybe because you didn't
It's a
want
lot
to,
of
like,
work.
you know.
It's a lot of work to turn yourself in. I mean, if you're going to go that, just leave her in the living room.
Well, you know, maybe he didn't want to pay for the plumbing bill.
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know.
So-
There's better ways to do it if you're going to do it. I know you've thought
So-
about it. So what? You know,
Listen. I mean, I have not thought about these things. These thoughts would never cross my mind. Hey, Kyle, do you know where there's a sharpened axe? Oh no, sorry. Anyways, but yeah, no, that's it's out of line. It's disgusting how you can just go ahead and then wake up the next morning and have a, I guess you're in France, so I guess have a croissant. I don't know, but you know, I mean, just. And then like, oh, I'm gonna put her in the storm drain, you know, like, and then funny, maybe he had that whole other thing that you mentioned earlier.
who
deja
confesses
vu.
to that? I don't get it. The guy,
Well,
you know,
maybe he had deja vu, like the guy who visited deja vu place to get the $1,200 dildo.
it's Deja Vu Love Boutique.
Oh, Deja Vu Love Boutique.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't know anything about $1,200 dildos, but let's ask some of the ladies. We have what you got, Carla, Dana, and
I don't think they're using $1,200 dildos.
so I don't know why Mr. John Butera is in the building. Jeff, did you comment on Darren's post? And I'm sitting there going like, well, what a perfect time to go ahead and ask me if I'm commenting on somebody's post because I'm not doing anything this second, good sir. But thank you for asking.
Nothing
I'll get to it after the show.
Nothing important anyway. So, Bose,
Yeah.
I want to give a
Yes.
quick shout out to our buddy Sean Brown.
Yes. Go ahead.
Sean Brown, if you're involved in New York, specifically Long Island comedy, you know Sean Brown, great guy. Family opened up a little restaurant called Costa Rican Flavors. Sunday was the grand opening, and I went to get food, and I ordered something from every column on the menu, multiple things, and came home with like 5 shopping bags of food for everybody.
$10.
Great stuff, really good stuff. So check them out, okay? First of all, Sean's a great guy. Second of all, the food's excellent. Costa Rican Flavors in Amityville, 631-507-3020. You won't be disappointed. If you look up Sean Brown on social media, you'll see a copy of the menu. Food's great. Really, really, really great. We had everybody loved it at the house, and good luck, Sean. And hopefully, now the funniest part of the whole story, though, Bose, his mom was doing a lot of the cooking, and it was her birthday, and they had the opening on her birthday. It was about 100 degrees, and I'm like, wow, what a gift. had your mom working.
Happy
in
birthday,
the kitchen.
Mom.
Right. But go visit Costa Rican Flavors. Excellent. Say hi to Sean and tell him, don't tell him Bozy sent you because it's probably an outstanding tab. But tell him Rich said hi.
Alrighty.
All right. So, Bose.
Can I throw a plug in?
Yeah.
Okay. Back to the other gentleman that we mentioned last week, which made our fabulous, wonderful banner and our new logo.
The one
Sal-
you didn't use on your show? Yeah.
I tried to use it.
You used the old logo. It's okay.
Oh well, what do you want? Once again, I couldn't even get my camera to work.
Idiot.
Really,
You're an
really.
idiot. Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second, also.
Idiot.
But please, when you get a chance, call Sal at Framework Design Group, located 2175 Union Boulevard, Bayshore, New York 11706. You can call them at 631-647-7950. Sal at Framework Design. He did a terrific job on our logo. He did a terrific job
You
on the
mean
banner.
this logo?
That logo.
That's right. Hey, Bose. we have more shout outs to sponsor people that aren't really sponsors that we shout out to than we actually
Yes.
have listeners. So we're doing great. Maybe you want to yell out. Jeff would like to shout out to Jeff Bezos. Little
No,
startup
I have
company-
another shout out
little
to.
startup company called Amazon.
Listen,
Yeah.
I got another shout out to. You know who I got a shout out to? You ready? Here's another one. You
Oh
ready?
no, stop it.
For people, listen, there are a lot of people who are confused in this world, and there's a lot of people who don't take a lot of shit. But do you know who in this planet does not take a lot of shit? Mike Keegan and Friends doesn't take a lot of shit. Mike
doesn't?
Keegan and Friends. No, he does not.
Why
Mike
not?
Keegan and Friends-
Why wouldn't
Well,
Mike Keegan take a lot of shit?
Funny that you should bring that up because he actually has a show with a whole bunch of talented comedians this Thursday, 7:30 p.m. at the patio at Governor's, located in Levittown.
What?
Yeah.
Give me details. What time?
At 7:30 p.m. They have an excellent staff. They've taken all the precautionary measures over at Governor's Comedy Club to make sure that everything is fun, eventful, and safe.
Who's on the
Boy.
show? Tell me more about the show.
Well, funny you should ask. There is an awesome comedian named, and hence the name of the show, Mike Keegan and Friends. Mike Keegan's on there. Mr. Tim Saliani,
Oh.
who is a sanctimonious genius. You have Carla Okerson.
We love
you
Carla.
Who doesn't love Carla? I mean, she's amazing. You have Sherry Poland. You have Lou Pratz.
Lou Pratt? Yeah.
Yes, he's a great guy. You have Tom Egan, who is a very funny gentleman. Then you have another extraordinary enigma, Rich Rader.
Hey,
Oh, that's
me.
you.
That's me.
That's you. Yeah, that's
Wow.
you. And then listen, they were so humble, and they answered my Make-A-Wish question if they would allow me to do a couple of minutes also. So I'll be there as well.
We were doing so well. Yeah, we were doing
well,
well. Yeah.
So, but yeah. So
Bose,
this,
when was the last time you were on stage?
Oh,
Not,
wanna say-
wait, let me correct that. When was the last time you were on stage, but not in a police lineup?
oh, funny you should ask. The last time I was on stage, actually, I'm gonna have to say the graduation show that the fabulous Rich Walker, Peter Bales, and Steve Lazarus at the brokerage, where they have Stand Up University. So they allowed to give me a few minutes on their stage
Wow.
time. So I think it was like February something. And so
So,
since February,
About 6 months.
yeah.
Wow, yeah, I think I might be slightly longer. I don't even remember. I think January, but yeah, I'm not going to lie to you folks. There's a good chance I'm going into the show with index cards. I have no idea. I was terrible before this. Now it's going to be a busted diaper of attempted jokes.
All of my jokes right here. All of my jokes.
Both of them?
I can't show everybody all the wording and everything. I mean, like, I don't know if they're gonna
Wow.
pause and think, but man,
Yeah.
not,
So
yeah.
anyway, Mike Keegan and Friends, Thursday night, Gov's Patio, 731-3358 or govs.com for tickets. I think there's a couple of seats left. We had a pretty good turnout so far. You get to see, again, Tim Saliani, Carla Okerson, Mike Keegan, Jeff Bosey, Lou Pratt, Sherry Poland, Tom Egan,
Yes.
the living legend Jeff Bosey, and evidently me. So have at it. Show up. Do the right thing.
It's
Support.
gonna be
Support people.
local comedy. Support local comedy. Support your comedy clubs.
Yep.
Support you. Just come out and have a good time.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's
Just
it.
to have a good
And,
time. Get out here.
I'm looking forward to more than anything. I'm looking forward to seeing my buddy Tim Saliani probably go off on one of the greatest comedy rants that I actually might record it just because I can't wait to see it. So I'm looking forward to it because Tim's so laid back and
I want to see. I haven't seen Tim in months, and I think the last time I saw Tim was in January for the New Year's show. I think that was the last
before
time.
his transition surgery or after.
Once again, you always let out a lot of bullshit on our show, man.
Oh,
Come
sorry.
on.
All right.
Between my restrainment order at Chuck E. Cheese and then my knowings of strip clubs on Queens Boulevard, not saying it's on 79th Street or anything, but still. And now Tim Saliani? Come on, dude.
I think Chuck
Stop.
E. Cheese is closing down, so you might have got away with that one.
I mean,
I know-
not that. Yeah.
I know that the mouse from Munch's All-Star Band was filing charges, but I think you'll be okay. So, but Bose,
Yes.
Some big news here.
Go for it.
Listen,
That's it.
I'm a gigantic. My entire life, I've been a gigantic sports fan.
Yes.
I can remember one of my greatest things that I used to enjoy, which I don't do, they don't have anymore, so you can't do it. But I lived for the Sunday sports section, and I remember I would pour through all the baseball stats. I used to print everything out, and I just couldn't get enough of it. I love it. I love football season, basketball, hockey. Hockey's my favorite. Baseball, everything, you name it. So beginning of this pandemic, oh my God, I was losing my shit because, okay, I watched Tiger King. I watched Don't Fuck with Cats. I watched The Irishman. But after all that was over, there was no sports. So I've been watching not a lot. Now they bring back baseball, and I'm like, oh, finally. Now I'm different. Okay, listen. I don't give a shit. I don't pay attention to any of the political stuff involved. I want to watch the game. Okay? I don't care what's going on. If they want to throw people out of the bleachers, that's great. Play ball, I want to watch a game. It just gets my mind off of stuff, okay? So baseball finally starts up, and I'm like, this is great. And then the weekend hits. They're 2 games into the season. And the brakes go on because the entire Florida Marlins team is now ground zero, evidently, for the coronavirus. So I'm not very happy about this. This could be bad. This could be a bad sign.
We all heard about the 31 out of the 32, whatever the number is, out of all the 50 states was going to shit. We all heard in the news that Florida was the biggest piece of shit of them all. Who allowed the goddamn Marlins to play? Stay home. Listen, why even bother picking up a bat? Stay the fuck home. You didn't need to go out.
Sports,
leave it alone.
man.
We were doing good. We were okay. We were doing fine.
But
we had the Mets.
But you saw what they did with basketball, right? So the NBA went a different way. They basically brought the entire league to Florida under a bubble. So everyone in the league is in the same, like a self-contained village, a biosphere, if you will.
Yeah.
If a guy leaves the quarantine area, he has to be now re-quarantined for like 10 or 14 days, right? So they're all on lockdown. But all the games are being played there. Baseball, they're still traveling and whatever. So now you got the Marlins. Where did they leave? Philadelphia. Who was going into Philly? The Yankees. What happened
Not now?
No Yankee-Philly games 2 days in a row. It's a shit show. They're in there with that black light that they use after you use a hotel room. You know, that black light?
I've been complaining
or a
about
men's
that.
room. Or a phone booth. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead.
So, people are asking, what does this mean for hockey? Starts Friday, I think, Friday or Saturday. Football season, which is the big one. I mean, financially, that's the big dog, right?
Who's sponsoring the Super Bowl this year?
Who's sponsoring it?
Hydrochloroquine.
Yeah,
that's who's sponsoring the Super Bowl this year, because God knows. I don't think it'll be Coca-Cola or The Walking Dead.
You see who's doing the halftime show?
I don't know.
Fauci.
Arnie Price? Oh, sorry. Oh, God. Well, it'd be funny. It'd be funny if Fauci has a wardrobe malfunction.
You know what? I say they should bring back J-Lo and Shakira, and I'd watch that again.
Oh, wait a minute. You want to know what? I'm
with
sorry. Fauci already had a wardrobe malfunction when he got caught in the stands with his mask off, sitting next to a person to his left, and then whatever other woman.
He was sitting next to his family. Yeah, that he's been quarantined with. Yeah, you're right.
Wait a minute. Who's the guy to his right? Who's the guy?
I don't know Fauci that well.
Okay, that's not a family member. Okay.
Are you a conspiracy theorist? Is this what this is getting down to? I feel like like you're a conspiracy theorist.
Put on your mask. If you're going to preach about the mask, keep your mask on. You always sit there and say, like, there's nothing wrong with wearing a mask. I can wear my mask all the time, everywhere.
You bring up a good point, because even the guy that stole the 3-foot, 40-pound dildo had his mask on.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're going to steal a dildo and wear a mask, you should be able to sit down in the stands and wear the goddamn mask. And then right after that terrific pitch that he threw. You want to know what? That pitch was so horrible, it killed Regis Philbin. Oh, sorry.
He's 79 years old. 79-year-old guys could barely pick up the remote from a television. You want this guy throwing a pitch? He's 79.
Bullshit. How about that? Like, there's wrestlers that won't give up that paycheck and the humiliation of still running around and body slamming people at 79. Like that. Like,
what wrestler is picking up a guy at 79? You freak. And wait, by the way, what sports did you play?
What sports did I play?
Didn't your entire sporting career consist of the Wii?
How old do you think I am? The Wii.
Oh,
come on.
Nintendo.
Atari.
Okay.
Atari.
So you feel a 79-year-old guy should stand 60 feet 6 inches away, and you should get to catch his mid pop.
No, but throw it in a goddamn straight line. Really? Wait, hold on. This is a doctor. I wouldn't want him to like go ahead and perform any surgery on me because like this. Hold on. The damage is in the left leg, but I'm going to cut on the right. Just like that pitch.
This coming from a guy, a 79-year-old man is being ridiculed for throwing a crooked pitch by a guy.
Crooked?
Crooked. By a guy who can't hit the toilet water from a foot and a half away. Think about it. You probably piss all over the seat from this far away, and you're picking on a 79-year-old man.
Only because I'm being obnoxious.
That's true.
That's the only reason why. I got to give her something to do in the house. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Clean up after me. Treat me like the Notebook. Okay?
I think the weirdest part about you pissing on the seat is that you're a squatter.
That's the whole thing. I get yelled at for sitting down. But the other problem is
still
also
missing. Right.
But even what makes it worse is that it's in the dining room. But anyways, like I said, either way, 70. There's no excuse. I mean, come on.
Let's say hi to some people. Greg DiFilippo, how you doing, bud? As Greg's comment, fuck Florida.
Yep.
Arnie Price, what's up, Arnie Price? How are you, man? Johnny Butera.
You got let's see, you got Zach Zorovich. He chimed in real fast, but he probably chimed in as fast as he chimed right the hell out. He's like, "Who is this? What is this? Screw this."
Johnny Butera, who he's just angry today because he's got shows being canceled because of the state liquor authority. But buck up, Johnny. There's going to be good shows coming ahead. And you know what, Jeff? You know it is a good show. On the Gov's patio on Thursday night.
Exactly.
Mike Keegan and friends.
Yes. Because that show is not canceled.
That's right. So, Bose.
That show's going to go on. Because you want to know why? Because we're on it.
Nice. So, what's your prediction? When does the when do they ease up the restriction on socializing, if you will, bars, restaurants, for you in your case, full nude strip clubs, and midget porn locations?
Listen, my whole other thing is like I get a kick out of it. It's like they want to go ahead and they want to amp up the judiciary and justice system and get that rolling. And as they said, we've already gotten plans in place, and the whole reason behind that is because of the uproar of shootings that have been going on in New York. But they want to amp that up, get more people packed in, so we can go ahead and get everybody processed and get them back into their prisons and all that happy horseshit. But the whole thing is, I don't see any of this lightening up, because you want to know why? I think they're going to continue this bullshit for the rest of. Listen, I will be so seriously.
You think Labor Day? Are you saying the rest of the summer?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think they killed the summer. Cuomo is the mayor of Amity. Okay, that's about it.
If Cuomo was the mayor of Amity, he would have opened everything up. The mayor of Amity had people getting eaten by sharks.
Once again, it's like he goes ahead and he picks and chooses what he wants to.
I think DeSantis is the mayor of Amity. I mean, Cuomo is Brody. He would be Sheriff Brody.
Yeah, that's true, and he does need a bigger boat. But that's not the point. The point is that they don't even know what they're doing with the schools as of yet. So we don't know what the children are going
Well,
to expect.
what do you think I mean, don't listen. Here's the only thing I'm going to say. And again, I don't even understand why this is a political issue. Honestly, to me, it's unbelievable. It's a fucking virus. It's not a hoax. It's real. Whether you believe the degrees of it, that's another story. But the virus itself is not fake. Okay. That being said, I I couldn't look a teacher in the face and say, I can't believe you're not going to work, or wow, I can't blame you for staying home, or I can't blame you for wanting to go in, or whatever, because I don't know what the right answer is. But here's the thing, I don't think anybody knows the right answer. And if we don't have a definitive answer, how do you send them in there? How do you send people into a place not knowing what could happen to them medically? That's my only question. Now, that being said, I've met a lot of people who are doing homeschooling, and they're not the sharpest knives in the drawer, so I feel bad for their kids a little bit. And I'm pretty sure that the kid got the same teacher again this year at home, which means they're in trouble. So I understand. All I'm saying is, would you want to go into a school to teach if you were a 50-year-old teacher? And the kids, let's say the kids can catch a virus, but it doesn't really hurt them that much. They roll it off. But would you risk getting sick, or would you be hesitant?
I would go to work if the proper safety measures were put in place.
Like what? That's what I'm saying.
Whatever.
They don't have the safety measures. That's the thing.
If you went ahead, number one, stop this circle learning bullshit. Stop the kumbaya circle. Face all the goddamn desk forward like how it used to be, where everyone faced the one direction, paid attention to the teacher, not the teacher walking around and saying, oh, how you doing, little Johnny? You doing okay? Oh, little Cindy, that's a beautiful picture. That's great. That's wonderful. Oh, my God. Are you guys getting along in your group? That's great. No, turn around, segregate, separate, and pay attention to the goddamn teacher. Let her do her spiel. It was a little boring.
They don't segregate at school anymore. That was like back in the 60s.
No, you segregated them by not having them all at the table. You had your individual desk, and that was it. Separate. Yes. Separate, segregate, move them around. Well, no, they segregated the smart children from the dumb children. I know. I was in the dumb children class. So,
yeah.
But nevertheless, you all pay attention, you stay straightforward. And then you want to know what? Oh, my God. What do they do in some of the don't ask me why I'm comparing the comedy club to school, but still, nevertheless, what do they do?
This is going to be a bad comparison. Bad.
Yes. Everyone's facing forward, but then they went ahead and they put a barrier between the comedian. And now you can do this with the teacher. You can put a barrier between the teacher and the kids.
So let me ask you a question. What do you do with, I'm just picking a thing. You got 25 second graders, okay? Okay. Do they sit at a separate desk? Are they in a glass cone of silence like Get Smart? How do you separate the kids? How do you separate the kids from the teacher? How does the teacher interact with the students? It's a tough situation.
How did they interact with us when we were growing up? They're like, who has the answer? Raise your hand.
Yeah, but it was an open class environment. Let me ask you. Okay, wait. Here's the real question. Forget the teachers for a minute.
Okay.
If you were to describe the typical school setting, most schools have, I don't know, 4 custodians. 2 of them look like they got banged up last night and they're showing up for their shift, and the other 2 guys have been there forever. Okay. How are 4 custodians going to meticulously clean a school every day to make it COVID clean on a daily basis? You need a team of people.
Wait a minute. Oh, shit. There's those goddamn jobs that we were just talking about. Oh, no one's hiring. Hired to do custodial work.
Oh, the school district is going to hire. The school district's going to budget to bring in a team of
what the hell are my taxes? What have my taxes been paying for all these years?
Your taxes? Probably 3 grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, bullshit. Okay, listen. What have my taxes been paying for? Why is it that I spend close to 20,000? What was it? No, I'm sorry. Out of that,
what do you live in Mutton Down now?
Yeah, no. Let's say about $11,000 goes for taxes for the school for the school. So it's $11,000, and I'm just number one. Okay, I'm just number one.
That's not all school tax. That's town and school and everything. It's all broken
Bullshit.
down.
No, you want to know what the rest is? The other $3,000 on top of the $11,000. So $3,000 pays for sanitation. It pays for the cops. It pays for the fire. It pays for that. But no, you know who gets the biggest hunk of all? The schools, so they can go ahead and breed all those astrophysicists that are graduating each year.
So,
okay.
so here's a question for you. You
Yeah.
live in a decent town. You pay a high school tax.
Yes.
Okay. You're admitting it that towns with lower school taxes, towns that aren't as nice as your town, they don't collect as much in school tax. You do understand that, right?
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
how does that school prepare to send teachers in and students into a safe environment if they don't receive the same amount of money to be able to pay for this stuff?
It's number one, it's called reevaluating the tax system that you got in place for that town. And then, oh shit, you're gonna have to pay more.
You're gonna do
You wanna
that between now and September? You're gonna do that?
No, not now. No, not now. Now you're all screwed.
But school
I'm
is
sitting there,
coming
it's
in September, man.
But listen, once again, you allocate your funds. You want safety. You want cleanliness. Oh shit, you're gonna have to pay for it. Oh no. But let's go ahead and do budget cuts and screw everybody that that have been trying to do a decent job. They're cutting. They cut the schools. They cut the police. They cut the fire. They cut everything. They're cutting it left and right. I was like, for what? For who?
So
Who's
if you were a
benefiting
teacher, you're on record as saying you would go
Oh,
to
please
work.
don't ever call me a teacher. But go ahead.
If you were a teacher, you'd go into work, but with the caveat, you'd have to have the proper health precautions put in place.
Yes, if I was of an age and of a worry that such yes.
Well, what
to
about
go
at your age? Right now, you.
I listen. I said let's rock and roll. But same token, I'm washing my hands and I'm going to wear a mask. I will wear a mask for the entire however many minutes or however long it is. And
Well,
then,
you figure 9 to 3, it's 6 straight hours, right?
Yeah, but they're going to either from another learning, like they're going to computer class, or they're going to that, or this and that and the other thing, or they're going to the library. So it's not 6 straight hours.
No, but you're in the building. You have to keep. You don't just say the kids ain't in the room. You have to.
All right. So and I haven't seen a whole bunch of these wonderful teachers who upkeep themselves strolling into a Starbucks and complaining how they're getting screwed by whatever form of injustice that they have in their lives. They all go out for lunch. So when they're going out for lunch, that or they either go to Starbucks or
most important job there is, man. Most important job, education.
But listen, I'm getting off topic. The whole thing is that
But you got a minute. We got 1 minute. Uno.
Open up the schools, do it smartly, okay? And as far as for the beer, for the bar establishments, I don't see them opening up. You want to know what? I'm going to say this. Ready? October.
Really?
That's all I had to say about
I'm
that.
writing this down. Bozy says October. You know why that pisses me off? Because you owe me a beer and now I'm not going to get it for months. I knew it. This whole thing has been staged by you. You know what? It wouldn't even surprise me if you ate that fucking bat. I know you did. So, folks, we appreciate you tuning in. We know you could be doing anything else, and we're pretty sure you were doing multiple other things while we were on. But that's okay. Because Thursday, come and see us both do a horrible job attempting to do comedy. Gov's Patio, 731-3358 for tickets. Bose, love you, buddy. I'll see you Thursday. Good luck tomorrow fishing. I can't make it. I got to see Mom.